Now celebrating its 10th year, Accelerate provides an opportunity for ordinary Cleveland residents to pitch their ideas with the chance to secure funding for their projects. Mayor Justin Bibb provided opening remarks for this year's competition, and TV20 was present to witness the entire event.
When you look at all the challenges that we see in Cleveland and across the country, from the racial divide to the lack of peace in our world, to the lack of hope that we see still in many of our neighborhoods, I believe in what my parents told me as a child, that change certainly comes from the bottom up, not the top down. And all of you in this room are part of that special equation to make sure that the American dream is real once and for all in our great city. So kudos to you for stepping up, for giving us your ideas, but also believing that you can make a difference, because it won't be just City Hall that helps to make that difference. It'll be the special contributions you give us every single day.
Over the past 10 years since its inception, Accelerate has witnessed over 250 pitches presented to thousands of audience members, while awarding tens of thousands of dollars in seed money. Throughout this journey, it has been the dedication of countless Cleveland residents and organizations that has ensured its success time and time again.
It gives us a chance to open up a venue for all folks in our community to have ideas. No idea is too big, too small, not important, whatever, and it's great. But more importantly, it's about networking, collaboration, partnerships, meeting people, and having a resource to take your idea to fruition. And a lot of things come from this, really good ideas, good things, good people. It's just amazing to watch the progression over 10 years now. It's hard to believe.
10 years, it was a brainchild of Marianne Crosley and her team 10 years ago, and it grew very quickly to where now it's one of the more popular events with great ideas in Cleveland. It's a great networking opportunity for folks as well. And if you look back at the 10 years of ideas and presentations, whether winners or not, there's still a fantastic impact in the community from the program.
Pitch categories for Accelerate are divided into 5 groups: arts and culture, education, health and well-being, social change, and thriving neighborhoods, each sponsored by different entities. Panels of community leaders judge the category competition pitches and select one pitch from each category to advance to the final round. From there, the 6 finalists pitch their ideas to the audience members, who then vote to determine the $5,000 winner. The 5 runners-up each receive $2,000.
We've been through one round so far, so I saw 5 different presentations in the Thriving Neighborhoods category. I won't tell you my favorite. That wouldn't be fair. But we're about to head into another round of presentations before selecting the finalists.
Even for those who may not advance to the final round or aren't presenting at all, Accelerate serves as an incredible networking opportunity for like-minded individuals who are driving change in their communities. Last year's Accelerate winner, Anisha Grady, is a testament to the transformative impact of this event.
So my pitch was centered around increasing the presence of minority mental health providers in the community by bridging the time gap between bachelor's level licensure and clinical licensure, so that we can fill the need within the mental health community. So Seeking Supervision is a web-based app marketplace just for that. I was able to meet with individuals, sit at tables with community stakeholders to share my vision, to go forth and try to seek out funding. And being a new organization, sometimes it's hard to kind of to get that. And so the Accelerate program allowed me to be able to forge those relationships. And from there, I was able to raise over $60,000 to get my app going. And so things have been definitely moving forward rather quickly. So steady as she goes. The vision has always been to start off with mental health, but it's going to expand. So this is just the first layer. But she is steady as she goes, and I want to be able to make sure the foundation is stable, so that as we scale and grow, that Seeking Supervision will be a national name as opposed to just local.
I spoke with Trisha Chavez, a competitor in this year's Accelerate, and asked her about her process of creating her pitch and her vision for her future business idea.
The aha moment was when I was writing for Destination Cleveland, and And the format there in a portion of their content with the guidebooks is that it caters to the individuals that advertise with the tourism board. And I actually noticed that one of my favorite restaurants no longer was part of the next version of the guide that I wrote. And it kind of made me feel a little bit sad to see that somebody I felt was so worthy of recognition was no longer there. And it was just by virtue of the actual format of how the advertising is done with that particular guide. And it made me think there's an opportunity here for people that don't necessarily have the revenue to advertise, or maybe even immigrant people that don't even have the notion that that's a possibility, to get a little bit more attention based on the merits of their actual production and the experience at their restaurants.
All finalists gave it their best, but in the end, Laura Balliot and her pitch for Cool School Comics emerged as the final winner and recipient of the grand prize for Accelerate 2024. She hopes her comics will help students further engage with their learning in Cleveland and beyond.
It's hard to believe right now because this is such a deep part of who I am and what I'm driven to do. Like creating these comics I know it works, and it's wonderful to see that people believe in it as much as I believe in it. I saw them, like their jaws dropped, and my jaws dropped because they were engaged and they were reading, and I knew I had found something that spoke to them, and they were actually learning the content. So it never stopped after that. Well, I want to turn my website into a subscription model, and I have no idea how to design that, and so I need to hire someone to help me do that, and that way I can market this to districts and they can give it to their teachers with unlimited access. And I would of course pilot that in CMSD and Lakewood, my two schools that I've taught in, the districts I've taught in.
A big congratulations to all the winners of this year's Accelerate. Stay tuned for our coverage of next year's competition. To learn more, or if you're interested in participating next year, visit the Cleveland Leadership Center's website at cleveleads.org/accelerate.